Well, hello. Welcome back to My Indigo Mind. This is your host, Tashana, and today, honey, we are going to be talking about Keesha Kaylee in the previously unreleased video she did before the one she released. Also, it's after Brittany's video. So she covered a lot of things that she tends to negate now. So let's get into it. Stay tuned. No
You can't get rid of me, bitch. Back and forth with no broke ass bitch. And that song that you like, I probably wrote that shit. You know that's it. More fire, hot like Naya. Whole lot of juice, I'm the plug and the wire.
Well, okay. Hello, darling. Hope you are finding this video in good health. If you are a returning Flawless Nation family member, honey, hello, darling. Okay, come right on in. Take your seat. Go ahead, sit anywhere, honey. Take them shoes off at the door. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, don't trick the stuff on your feet through my carpet and carrying on. Okay? All right. Okay, if you are new here, welcome. Come right on in, honey. Make yourself at home. You heard what I told her, right? Okay, girl. Well, let's get right into it. Honey, baby. I wish you would have put this one out instead of the one she decided. Because personally, this gave more of her. It seemed genuine because she owned and took accountability for a lot of the things that she could have done better. Meanwhile, she's over here feeling vindicated. You know why? Because a lot of the things that she said in that video, I've been saying. This is not this woman's fault. The only thing that we will further disagree on, we just see this totally different, is that you still looked for loyalty after she showed you who she was. At the end of the day, she had her own needs at hand. You had yours, and he had his. So everybody had a point in this, okay? And to be honest, this is the most you've ever come at Jeremy in front of the world like you did at this woman who, like you said, on more than one occasion in your video, and that she didn't know you any loyalty. Now, the first thing that I want to cover is the fact that she apologized to Brittany. I think that came off better because at the end of the day, you said what you needed to say as far as not telling her what to say, as far as this woman's mental health is concerned. But you did divulge the fact that, hey, I was upset and I was talking to my friend. But you must also understand the same way you understand the its condition that, or position, excuse me, is that she's your friend. So she's going off her emotions as well as your own. The same way that you sit up here trying to make it seem like, Ashley's friend wasn't supposed to go to bat for her. That's a whole lot in itself, okay? That needs a video of its own. That whole segment right there of mess, yes, like that was a lot. But, yeah, the fact that you kept finding messages, the fact that you kept seeing things that you knew were wrong, and you said in this video, and this is why I left him. I feel vindicated in knowing that you knew full well that what he was doing, how he was conducting himself, and who he was putting himself in the company of was not looking good for you. Like, you was out here looking crazy, right? And the fact that you finally acknowledged that, a lot of people just was saying, look, girl, he's not it. You need to find you somebody that truly loves you and gonna value you for the true boss you say you are. You want someone who compliments you, who when they're not around, you don't have to worry about, who you don't even have to guess whether or not he's looking and lusting after the opposite sex. I think when you gave him the red light to do so, you wanted him to say no. You wanted him to be like, oh, hell no. Like, you pregnant. In your heart of hearts, that's what you wanted. But when he gave you that, you had to go with it because you couldn't take it back. You already said it. So, and you not getting the right response, and then not getting the right response, and him not saying anything to the effect of, oh, I love you, I would never type shit, it took it to the next level. So now you have to play this game. You have to adapt to a situation now because you love him. You don't want to just let it go. You pregnant. What would it look like? I've graduated college. I'm educated. I done spoke up for this man. I done had twins by him. What would I look like at this point? Leaving and having 3 children and letting her get the man. Don't think for a minute that I did not put all of these things into consideration, including the fact that you were a hurt girl who decided to do petty things to get your hurt out because you felt like, hey, if I fuck her up, or if I hurt her, or if I fuck her brains up, okay, I can still keep intact my relationship with Jeremy, because why would I want to go so hard that he starts to hate me to a point where we can't come back from? So all my animosity, my hate, my anger, I'm going to give it to you. When that wasn't her burden to carry, you should have held her to the standard in which you found her. With you seeing that her loyalty was more to him than to you, hold her there. Do not try to create a bond where there is none. That's going to take time for y'all to get to a place where she don't play with you like that. Okay? But he has to create a space where she don't think it's okay to disrespect you. It's more than one person in those messages. Why did she think it was okay to tell him those things and do those things? You know why? Because he was okay in it. Because he was responding. Had he not responded, she would have been talking to herself. And in which, in turn, he would have showed the type of man and caliber he had. The one in which she says he has, but does not show. It's a lot of talking, a lot of less doing, and that's the problem. Okay? We're not even going to sit up here and try to make it seem like everybody's been bashing her. Some of us just want you to open your eyes and realize that a leopard can't change his spots. Huh? 2 + 2 is what? 4. And unless you change one of those numbers. Huh? Period. That's what it's going to be. Until you change that 2 to a 3. Okay? It's ridiculous. I just want you to grow, change, get better, learn from your mistakes. Do not keep repeating them over and over, because, let me be clear here. If something keep happening to you again and again and again, it's because you haven't learned the lesson from it. Why do you think you keep going through it? So until you sit back, do self-inventory as to what is trying to be taught, take that lesson, learn it, learn from it, and move on. You will continue to go through the monotonous bullshit of the same every day. And what type of life is that, really? I'm just trying to pull you up, okay? And Ashley, you need to put yourself on a higher standard, mama. You deserve your own. You deserve your own family. You deserve your own love. You deserve someone who is just for you and you for them. You may be running around here because you didn't get that reassurance or understanding in your home or whatever the case may be. But understand, mama, you good alone. You don't need to be like somebody else because you're the only you. If more y'all start to get that through your little motherfucking heads and stop being in competition with people, stop. What's meant for you will be for you. Your storm will be your storm. Your story will be your story, regardless of what anyone has to say about it. Regardless of everyone else's opinion. You had to live that. You had to go through it. You had to get on the other side and now you're stronger. That's nobody's success story but yours. Who gives a damn if somebody else has something to say about it? Especially if you choose to broadcast your hurt, to broadcast your family, to broadcast. I'm not saying all they do is okay, but what I am saying is every action has an equal and opposite reaction for a reason. You cannot change things because you feel like it. That is not the way life works. You want to hear God laugh? Huh? Tell him your plans for your life. And he will kick in. Because he knows it already. He's written it. Now, you can go a different path. You could go that way and then try this way and then go that way and then try this way. But ultimately, you are walking all of his paths. He has figured every step, every misstep, every wrong thing before it happens. Huh? Come on now. We're not even going to sit up here and keep doing this. We're going to grow up. We're going to move on. And we're going to act like adults. Because this back and forth and back and forth and back is not helping nobody. Everyone's screaming the kids, but no one's actually taking them into account. Regardless of what we feel, how we react, or what we want, we are the mothers of 4 children who are siblings, who you don't want later in life to bump into each other for not knowing each other. And some other shit happened. Stop being weird. It's not worth it. In the long run, your girls will despise you and their daddy. And he will despise his daddy and his mama. Because these are all things that could have been avoided. At any point in time, this thing could have stopped. But y'all keep putting motherfucking coal into the engine of this runaway motherfucking train. When it's time to park, baby, it's time to pull the bitch off the lot. It needs some motherfucking oil. It needs the gas. You need to do something. The engine needs to be looked at. Listen, Linda. Because at this point, it's a whole lot. All I'm saying is, let this be it. Let it be it. Y'all said y'all piece. Y'all keep saying this is it. This the last time I'm gonna say something. And then come back. This the last time I'm gonna say something. And then come back. Now, nope. One last time. Like, bro, say what you say and they sit on that. Good God. Child. I got to go. Alright? Babe. Tell me what you think about this in the comments. Please like and subscribe. And while you are at it, hit that notification bell so you know when I post, honey. And let me know that you got home safe, okay? Your shoes are there. Have a night. I hope you enjoyed dinner, honey. Yes. So, later for now. Bye.
No think. You can't get rid of me, bitch. Back and forth with no broke ass bitch. And that song that you like, I probably wrote that shit. You know that's it. More fire, hot like Naya. Whole lot of juice, I'm the plug and the wire.